So he calls me up and he says, I just need a little bit of money. He said, just a little bit. As much money as you got. Aman, you are a millionaire. You can spare a little bit of money to help me out of this problem. If you are a person that is constantly making financial mistakes, if you are constantly feeling like you're in money trouble, you always have money problems, then this video is for you. If you are the person that gets called by the other person that is always in a financial bind, then this video is for you to give to them. Because I can tell you one thing with absolute certainty. The reason why people have money problems is because they don't have one thing together. And that one thing that could solve all of their financial problems is what I want to talk about today. Hey guys, it's Aman from Our Rich Journey, and today we are going to have a serious conversation about why you may be constantly having financial problems. And it's not because you don't make enough money. It's not because the system is rigged against you. No, I am here to tell you the reason why you have had so many financial challenges in your life is because you do not have an actionable financial plan. You do not have a plan to make more money, save more money, or invest more money. And on today's video, I am going to help you devise that plan so that you can get over this hump, so that you can get rid of this anxiety, so that you can move forward financially and possibly, no, definitely achieve the ultimate financial goal, which is financial independence. Now, a lot of people say, I do have a financial plan. But when I say a financial plan, I mean something that is written down on paper. It calls out specific things that you are doing with your finances. That is what I mean by a financial plan. It is a document. So the folks out there that have been operating without a financial plan, that have been going through life without this one document, there are some real issues that you are more than likely facing on a regular basis. You see, because without a plan, you are doomed to make the same mistakes over and over again. But don't worry, on today's video, we are gonna get you right. So first of all, let's get real with what not having a financial plan looks like. You see, the person without a financial plan is the person that is always surprised by bills and expenses. It's almost like you had no idea those things are coming, because when certain bills or expenses come up, you are left scrambling to pay them. The next thing is you don't have a plan for paying off debt. You're making minimum payments, if any, and the balances just keep growing. Interest piles up, making it feel like you're trapped in a never-ending cycle. The next thing is you don't have an emergency fund. Your car breaks down or you get sick and you're forced to rely on credit cards or loans, digging yourself into deeper debt. The person without a financial plan is also the same person that doesn't have a plan to make more money. You're not actively looking for ways to increase your income. You know, your income may be at a certain point right now, but a person that has a financial plan to make more money is looking for ways to increase their income at work, is looking for side hustles, is investing money so that that money can return them more money. They are actively looking for ways to increase their wealth. And by doing this one activity can solve a lot of your financial problems. The person without a financial plan is also the same person that avoids looking at bank statements, credit card statements, avoids looking at bills. You're the person that doesn't want to face the reality that you're in trouble, so you ignore it and hope it goes away. Spoiler, it doesn't. The next thing is you don't know where your money is going each month. It's like The paycheck arrives, and by the end of the month, you don't know where that money has gone and you don't have anything to show for it. Your investment accounts haven't grown, your savings accounts haven't grown, you haven't paid down any debt. You don't even have anything physically sometimes to show where that money has gone. The next thing is you feel anxious about your financial future. So things like planning for retirement are things that you feel like are dreams within itself, something that you feel like you may not ever even achieve. The next thing is you're living paycheck to paycheck without any savings. One unexpected expense, and you're on the brink of financial crisis. The next thing is you are scared to invest. And you're scared because the stock market seems risky and you're afraid of losing your money. So you keep what little money you do have in a low interest account that barely grows. And the most obvious result of someone without a financial plan is the person that feels stuck. No matter how hard you try, you can't seem to make progress. You see others advancing, buying homes, saving for retirement, achieving financial independence, and retiring early, and you wonder if you'll ever catch up. And so all of these things is what it looks like when you are operating without a financial plan. That is the result. And so the harsh reality is if you don't do something to change, the future looks grim. You'll always be one emergency away from financial ruin. You might never be able to retire. It's a terrifying prospect, but it doesn't have to be your reality. You can change your financial future by creating a solid, actionable financial plan. And so this is how you go about doing that. So first of all, your financial plan doesn't have to be complicated. But what we want to do with our plan, the plan that I hope that you create, is I want you to create a plan that focuses on the ultimate financial goal of financial independence and retiring early should you want to. At this point, let's just focus on the financial independence. Now, generations before us, their financial plans may be focused on other things, but the bar has been raised. No longer is debt freedom the ultimate goal, or good credit, or owning a home. No, the ultimate personal finance goal is financial independence. And the reason is because all of those other things are secondary side effects of financial independence. Once you achieve that, all of these other things will fall into place. So let's go step by step. The first step is to get a piece of paper or open up a document on your computer, is to clearly recognize that your plan must be written down. The next step, step 2, is to start by assessing your overall financial situation. Now take a thorough look at your income, expenses, debt, and assets. Knowing where you stand is the first step to making the change. Now this might be painful, but it's necessary. Step 3 is to create a detailed budget. Now you can use an app or software, but one of the things that we recommend is just doing it the good old-fashioned way by using a paper and pencil or using an Excel spreadsheet. And we think it's important to go through this painful process of writing all of this stuff down manually because it will help you be more engaged in the budget making process. I mean, all of these apps, they're fine, they're wonderful, but if you are just starting out, it's important that you yourself are able to identify all of these things. Now, one of the things that we have as a resource on our website is a budget that you can use to actually identify all of your expenses and to also create your budget. Now, the purpose of the budget is to actually identify how you want to spend your money. It's going to show you how to allocate your funds towards essentials, towards savings, towards investments, and even, yes, a little fun. The goal is to spend less than you earn and invest the difference. The budget will be your roadmap towards financial stability. The next step is to calculate your financial independence retire early number, your FIRE number. So your FIRE number is the amount of money you need to save and invest to cover your annual expenses for the rest of your life. Now we have a video all about calculating your FIRE number and we'll leave a link in the description below. But a common rule of thumb is to multiply your expected annual expenses in retirement by 25. So for example, if you needed $40,000 a year to live comfortably, you would take the $40,000 annually and multiply that times 25 to get your FIRE number. And in this case, your FIRE number would be $1 million. Now, when you calculate your FIRE number, this is also an opportunity to set clear financial goals. And so take this moment to write down your goals and break them into smaller, actionable steps. Having a clear vision keeps you motivated and keeps your plan focused. The next thing your financial plan should identify is what your emergency fund should be and where you stand as far as devising that emergency fund. So your aim for a typical emergency fund should be 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This cushion protects you from unexpected financial shocks and prevents you from falling back into debt. Without an emergency fund, any unexpected expense becomes a crisis. The next step should be to devise an investment plan. This is so important because the idea with financial independence is that one day your investments will cover your expenses so you don't have to work anymore. And in order to get to this point, you must invest. If you guys have been following our journey, you know that Christina and I devised the plan that allowed us to achieve financial independence and retire early. Our plan is very detailed. Now, if you guys want to take a look at our plan, you can actually have access to our plan, to our real-time investments by taking a look at our 365 Days to FIRE program. As a part of that program, enrollees get access to our plan. And so you can see exactly how we invested to achieve FIRE, and you can see how we are investing now in financial independence. You'll be able to see things like our investment philosophy, our FIRE number, our reasons for investing in the certain stocks that we invest in, our investment objectives, our asset allocation plan, our rebalancing methodology, and so much more. So if you are interested in gaining access to our plan, go to 365daystofire.com or check the link in the description below. So when it comes to investing, the trick is to start investing as early as possible and as often as possible. Now, most people should begin investing either through their employer accounts like a 401k or with an IRA. And then within these accounts, you buy whatever investments suit you best. In most cases, that will be a low-cost index fund for most people. But at some point, you will progress from investing in index funds to maybe investing in individual stocks, REITs, whatever the case may be, but it is up to you to be able to identify what investments you have in those particular accounts. Now, the last step with any financial plan is to track and adjust the plan accordingly. So you should be regularly reviewing your budget, your investments, your goals, your FIRE number. All of these things you should be regularly looking at. Because remember, life changes and so should your plan. So stay flexible and adjust as needed to stay on track. And so those are some of the key elements that you should have in a plan that you have written down. If you are operating without a financial plan, you will continue to have financial problems. Every issue that you are challenged with, you will not know how to react to it because you don't have a plan in place. And so I encourage you, if you are that person that is calling a friend, a loved one, anyone, because you are in financial trouble, time to take action and responsibility. And if you are the person that is being called to bail that person out, like I said, send them this video. And if this video has given you food for thought, if you've liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey.